Here with senior Carla Celaya as her and the Demons get ready for the final couple of regular season games, and of course, we'll see how exactly how many we can play in the tournament this year. We're going for at least four, right?
Right.
Four, yeah, because we've
Hmm.
already got four or five. We'll see, yeah. But wanted to talk to her because it's like I said, last couple of regular season games, and just your time here at Northwestern and kind of what it's meant to you and the role that you play on this team. So first, Carla, like I said, 3 years here. You were transferred a couple years ago. What was it about Northwestern, maybe Coach Nims, the staff, whatever it was, that said, "Hey, this might be a place where I could see myself playing and having, finishing out my career."
When I had the first phone call with Coach Nims, she kind of explained me the dynamic of the team. That it was like fast press, um, layups, like all that type of stuff that I was used to back at home, and I is the type of the game that I like because I didn't like type of like stationary, like I like being like fast and dynamic. So from the first moment it was like, oh my god, like that's a fit that I'm looking for. And also like how Coach Nims talked to me and like the energy that she gave it to me, it was like, wow, she has like the same type of energy that I brought. So that's the the decision making that I had.
Yeah. So once you got here, like I said, obviously, probably a little bit of a culture shock, even from Spain to Vermont to
Mhm.
Natchitoches. It's like three different worlds. When did it really start feeling like this was your, I guess, home, so to speak?
It was probably after the first month here, just because all the teammates were like so like welcoming and really like trying to help with everybody, like not even me, like it was also like Vaughn was there, that it was another international girl. And the thing that for me was more difficult to understand was the accent, because it was like so like close. I gotta say that I have an accent too,
Yeah.
so it was like kind of back and forth to be able to understand some of them. But it was like so like familiar, so welcoming, that after the first month it was like, wow, like this is a good place to be.
Yeah. So that was 3 years ago.
Hmm.
And you mentioned the sort of the style that Coach Nims likes in her team and offense and defense and movement and running back and forth and fast pace. When did you start to sort of feel like your role in this team was developing into what it has become in her eyes is one of the most crucial pieces to the success we have of this sort of defensive player that doesn't always get a lot of stats, but is so super important to this team and the success that we have. When did you start to feel yourself kind of growing into that role?
If I'm being honest, I feel it was at the end of this last season and the beginning of this season, because I felt that it was everybody, as everybody says, like points, 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 points.
Mm-hmm.
But I was focusing in some stuff that is not my strength, probably because I can make some layups, some threes, but what it was has been always my strength was defense. So as soon as I click and I said switch the chip, I was like boom, and I feel like at the end of the season in playoffs, yeah, that's where everything started.
Is there
And now like since the beginning, it was like more like determined.
was there a moment then at the end of last year where that sort of kind of clicked for you, or just kind of going through the process um, and finally just embracing it?
I feel after Nia situation in the
Uh,
tournament,
mm-hmm.
I had to step up for her, just to take care of business how she would have made it. So basically, I think that that's the moment that it was like, okay, we need to.
Yeah. How much pride do you take in it now? Like I said, obviously that may not have been your initial goal when you got here, but now that you feel like you've embraced it and had one of the best seasons of your career this year, how much pride do you take in that role that you do have on the team?
I really love my role. Like as always, Coach Nim says, if you own your role, it will impact winning and a team. And I feel a lot of people will not like the role, but how I am, like a fighter, like the gritty, all of that. I feel like I love it and I'm down always to do it. So yeah.
What has it taught you about maybe yourself, just as a person you kind of developed into over the past few years of maybe things not going exactly the way you thought they
Mhm.
would, but changing and embracing and all that sort of stuff. What do you feel like that has taught you about Carla?
I feel the most teaching point is that you don't need to force anything. That, as I said before, I was forcing myself to do points, blah, blah, blah. But at the moment that you let everything flow, is when everything starts clicking, everything like puts you in the good place, in the spot that you have to be, because is your role or is what you have to do. So yeah, don't force anything.
Looking back over the past 3 years here, have there been any specific moments or games or even stuff off the court that it sticks out in your mind that you'll tell your grandkids about in 30, 40, 50 years?
Well, the first one is the people that I get from playing basketball over here, especially Elaya. Since last year, like it was the other Spanish girl,
Yeah.
and we like had this amazing connection. But also, I feel like in the tournament, like the first game, because it was against Texas Corpus, it was like a electrical game, and I feel like in that moment, like the team was all together, like we were like enjoying the game, and yeah, that's one of the best games that I remember in here.
Try to recreate at least a couple
Yes,
more of those this week. Yes,
exactly.
exactly. Um, Final couple questions. What just if you can sum up, I know it's hard and kind of on the spot, but what does Northwestern State mean to you? The time you spent here, like I said, the growth that you talked about, not just on the court, but as a person. What will be your fondest memories when you look back on your time here?
um, Embrace the challenge. That's like the statement that I have, like as a summary of everything here, and also like growing as a, not only like as a player but a human being, like getting surround different culture, like different people, makes you like see different points of view of that you will never had think about it, and different perspectives. So yeah.
Awesome. Carla, I can speak for literally everybody that has watched you play over the past 3 years that we appreciate your work and your effort and what you've done for this team and this community and this program. So just want to say on behalf of everybody, thank you.
No, thank you.